Welcome to the official, way too early sim of the 2025-2026 NBA season. The date is currently July 19th, 2025, and we got all the rosters updated with every free agent move, every draft pick, everything that's happened. The rosters are up to date, including Drew Holiday on the Blazers. Sorry, Drew. CJ McCollum is on the Wizards. That does not look right. The Golden State Warriors have the exact same roster because they have not made one move yet. I saw a post yesterday saying the Warriors are being very patient in free agency. That's kind of a good spin to it. I think, they're just not doing shit. I don't know if their GM's been playing like college football 26 and just not had the time to dial up the phone, but the Warriors need to do something. There was so many rumors for Giannis during the playoffs and after the playoffs about where he's getting traded. And I was kind of waiting to make this video for when Giannis gets traded because I feel like that's really one of the last big moves that were going to be made. But it's looking like he's just not even going to be traded and he's going to stay in Milwaukee from what I've been hearing. So here we are, the 25-26 simulation. And it looks like Dame's going back to Portland. He signed a 3-year, $170 million deal. And they also signed Joshua Giddey. Sixers signed Grimes. Kind of looking for any, bigger names in here. Josh Christopher went to the Heat. Beauchamp signs with the Knicks. Dunk contest legend Mac McClung signed that 1-year, $2.49 million dunk contest deal with the Magic. He will not be on the Magic roster until about 2 days before All-Star break. And it looks like the Nets got Cam Thomas back. So nothing really crazy over free agency. I'm trying to see where Russ went, but name is just nowhere to be found on this list. Looks like Russ didn't get picked up at all, actually. He's a free agent to start the season. I'm sure someone will pick him up, though, during the season. But before we do get to the playoffs, drop your prediction for the 2026 NBA champions down below in the comment section. If I had to pick right now, I think it's going to be a Rockets OKC Western Conference Finals and a Pistons Sixers Eastern Conference Finals. I'd probably say Rockets Sixers and give me the Rockets in 6. I think KD's getting ring number 3. Who do you think the Tia most valuable player is this year? If you guessed Mike Conley, you are wrong, but he is on Mike Conley's team. It is Anthony Edwards. 36, 6, and 4 for Anthony Edwards. 36 points a game. That's gotta be up there on one of the highest averages ever. At least top 10. Especially if you don't count like duplicate players from duplicate seasons. Because I'm guessing Wilt probably had like 41 on those plumbers back in the day. But Cooper Flag wins Rookie of the Year. Puts up almost a 20-10 season. A little short of it. Let's see what these other rookies were looking like. Ace Bailey put up 19 a game for the Jazz. Con Knuckle 10 a game. VJ Edgecombe had 13.5 and 6. Looks like he started 8 games for the team. Ace Bailey started all 82. And Kuminga wins 6th man of the year. He does resign with the Warriors. 22, 5, and 3. Wins DPOY 3.5 blocks a game. That's just insane that he just casually averages 3.5 blocks a game. So my pick to make it to the Western Conference Finals is in the play-in. Rockets are the 7th seed against the 8th seeded Warriors. So Curry, KD in a play-in. It's gonna be a battle. Braun and Luka are the 9th seed. The Sacramento Kings are the 10th. Minnesota got the 1 seed in the West, led by the MVP Anthony Edwards. OKC, the 4th seed after a championship season. Wemby grabbed the 3 seed against my Clippers. Hopefully we can lock in and beat them. I'm rooting for the Clippers, but I kind of just gotta prepare for the worst. And then the Mavs got the 2 seed with Kyrie and AD. The Pistons though got the 1 seed. One of my picks for the Eastern Conference Finals. Only bad thing is the 76ers don't even make the play-in game. Joel stayed healthy the whole season too. Put up 21.2 a game, 10 boards. I have no idea how they didn't make the playoffs. I don't know why he's an 89 too. That's kind of disrespectful. I'm just realizing, did they trade Paul George mid-season? Because Paul George was on this roster to start the year. Lauri Markkanen was on the team, so I'm thinking he went to the Jazz. Paul George is on the Jazz. That is a interesting trade, to say the least. I don't really understand that at all. Jazz didn't even make the playoffs. All right, so Paul George is in the playoffs. But I was saying, Paul George and Embiid, I feel like get way too much hate. But let's kick this off with the first game of the play-in. These are what the starting lineups are looking like for both teams. Warriors went and got Nick Richards at center. But here we go. Steph versus Kevin Durant. Could be the last time the NBA ever sees this in a playoff series, depending on year by year. Matchups are kind of rare to come by. So let's see what happens. Minute 6 left in the 4th. Playoff spot on the line. 3-point lead from the Rockets. KD is the leading scorer right now with 20. And Kuminga and Curry got 22 and 20 for the Warriors. Warriors also picked up Alex Caruso and Obi Toppin off the bench. Those are some good pickups. But let's jump in. Golden State ball down 3 points, which is basically down a layup when you have Steph Curry on the court. Jimmy going at Jabari Smith Jr. Gets swatted. Pretty nice block. Jimmy getting guarded by Amon, trying to get a bucket. They swat him. Jimmy gets blocked 2 times in a row. Why Steph Curry's and take the shot, I don't know, but Kevin Durant dunks it. 5-point lead Rockets. Not looking good for Deb Nation. Pods is going to shoot a 3 and he hits it. I think he might have just got fouled there too. All right, let's see. Did Pods get fouled or did he flop? No, Kevin Durant is all in his landing space and no foul is called. The craziest thing about this is there is deadass a ref right here. How much money do you have on the Rockets to win this game, sir? The Warriors need to stop right here if they want a chance to get in the playoffs, a for sure spot. Aaron Holiday from the corner smacks it. Aaron Holiday hitting the go-ahead shot was not on my bingo card, I'm not gonna lie, but he does, and that is going to be the game. 118-117 dub for the Rockets. Warriors are not out of playoff contention. They got to play the winner of Lakers versus the Kings, but KD puts up 22, Sagoon 19-11, Amen 14, 12 and 10, triple double. Aaron Holiday with 12 off the bench and the clutchest shot of the game. Kuminga 22, Curry 20. You know, I was thinking Curry was gonna go for like 35, 40. They kind of needed that if they want him to win. I don't know why this game has him in number 4. I gotta go put him back in 30. All right, Lakers, Sacramento Kings. This is the Lakers with DeAndre Ayton. They were still not able to get higher than the 9th seed, and they're playing the Chicago Bulls 2.0. Whoever loses this goes home. So this could be LeBron's potential last game ever, and going out to the Sacramento Kings is not how you want to end it. 56 seconds left. Tie game. Some close playing games. We usually don't get close playing games, I feel like. Sabonis on Ayton. Going up. That was a pretty bad shot. Sabonis snags the board, though. Thinks he's Hakeem down there. Thought him fakes, and he hits the shot. LeBron has the headband back on. That's how you know it's serious. He's getting guarded by Levine. This should be an easy bucket. Levine could not guard a glass of water. Connect. Smacks the three-pointer. Charlotte Hornets legend. They have Jackson Hayes on the floor right now, too. I just realized that. I don't know why he's on the court. But Sabonis down low on Ayton. I don't know who Sabonis thinks he is. This guy is moving like prime Hakeem right now down low with these post moves. But he's to the line. This one's to take the lead. And the Lakers are down 1. Who is taking this shot? Who are you guys giving it to? If you are JJ Redick, are you giving it to LeBron, Ramon James, or Luka Doncic? Or maybe Austin Reeves? Okay, I was going to say, they give it to LeBron, out to Doncic. Luka makes the mid-range jump shot, and it looks like the Kings are going home, unless DeMar hits that. I thought that was going in, bro. That was on a straight, what do they call it, trajectory to go in. 122-121 dub for the Lakers, though. Luka finishes with 47. God damn, he had 4 blocks too. 8 and 21 and 8. LeBron 9, 4 and 12. LeBron shot 4 of 17, 1 for 8 from the floor. Definitely not a LeBron type of game, but they still got the dub. Sabonis had 35, 20, and 9. Maybe he is prime Hakeem. That is an insane stat line in the playoffs. Looks like that Ayton pickup did absolutely nothing for the Lakers at all. We got Curry versus LeBron for that last playoff spot, and it's to go play the MVP Anthony Edwards. So that's gonna be cinema either way. But we got to get these East playing games over with. First game, Cavs versus Magic. Did not think these two teams would be in the play-in, to be honest. Magic got their star shooting guard Desmond Bane, which honestly, I don't know how the Grizzlies aren't getting investigated for armed robbery for that trade. That trade was insane. I don't know who's making trades at the Magic organization, but he needs to be fired immediately. Looks like the Magic are going to take this game kind of easily, though. 128-107 they finish. Bane had 33. Hey, maybe Bane is worth it. He's shutting me up. 33. Cavs, like it's been the past 2 years. D. Mitch goes out there and hoops. Rest of the team just disappears in the playoffs. 29 for Donovan. Rest of the team really didn't do too much. Darius Garland, a whopping 12 points. And Lonzo Ball, 0 for 5 in 16 minutes with 0 points, 0 boards, 2 assists, and a steal. He should have just stayed on the bus. There's really no point of him even making the flight to Orlando. He should have just stayed in Cleveland. Celtics do not have Jason Tatum, so they do find themselves in this playing game against the Miami Heat, who have built up a little decent roster, honestly. Celtics season without Tatum ends very short and disappointing. 130-105 Heat dub. Jaylen Brown 29, White 24, Ampry Simons 20. Hero had 39 on the Celtics. Bam with 20 and 13. Davion Mitchell 17. Andrew Wiggins 13 and 12. What did Norman Powell do? 6, 2 and 1 with 1 steal, only 5 shots, 30 minutes. I feel like Norm should definitely be getting some more looks too. But we got Cleveland, Miami, Golden State, LA. Bron versus Curry. This is definitely the final Bron versus Curry matchup I think we will ever see. So hopefully it's a good one. Not looking like it's a good one though. Warriors blow them out. Curry drops 50 points. 18 of 32 from the floor. 10 of 18 from 3. 10 3-pointers in a closeout playing game. And Kuminga had 26. Kuminga stepped it up scoring for them. He averaged 22 this season. Put up 26 this game. I think he put up like 24 last game. Bron had 26. Luka 20. Connect 18. DeAndre Ayton. The pickup that's changing it all for the Lakers. 6 points, 10 boards. 3 blocks, 3 turnovers, 3 from 8 from the floor. Cleveland, Miami. Winner of this plays the Detroit Pistons. Are the Cleveland Cavaliers not even making the playoffs? They aren't. Garland had 23. TJ McConnell 20. Mobley 14 and 14. Donovan Mitchell had 5 points. That's terrible. Wiggins had 31, Hero 26. Hero averaged 30 points a game this year, basically. I didn't even see that. Norm had 14. The Heat just came out there hooping, and the Cavs did not. They missed production from that star player in Mitchell. But we got some good playoff series, I'm not gonna lie. This is how the playoff board's looking through the first 4 games. We have our first sweep, Detroit, Miami. Cade gave them 32, 9-3 in the closeout game, and they're awaiting the winner of New York, Indiana. Indiana doesn't even have Tyrese Halliburton. I don't even know how they made the playoffs, to be honest, without Tyrese. Dallas is the next winner of a series. 4-1s. Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets. That's kind of upsetting to see. We got so many game 6s. I think we're just gonna hop in and watch game 7s because there's gonna be at least 2 or 3 of them, I would think. And never mind, everything kind of wraps up in 6 besides 2 Western Conference series. We got Minnesota Golden State going to game 6. Minnesota down 3-2 with the MVP. And then we got OKC Phoenix going to game 7, which makes absolutely no sense. I want to check this roster because they didn't even move Jalen Green or anything. It's Devin Booker, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks. It's shooting guard university over there. I don't know how they're giving OKC a series. Minnesota extends it though, 127-118, going to 7. What'd the MVP do? Curry had 37. Anthony Edwards dropped 36. Randall 30, and Naz Reid with a 20 ball. And yeah, I mean, look at this starting lineup for the Suns. It's not terrible, but this is taking OKC 7. This just does not seem right. Game 7's in OKC though, and it looks like OKC is handling business. Maybe OKC was just taking them as a joke the first couple games. I don't know, because that should not have happened. But Shea with a 25-point closeout game. And now we got our last game 7. It is in Minnesota. Let's see if Curry can get his revenge on the T-Wolves from last year. They knocked him out of the playoffs. I mean, he was injured, so it doesn't really count as them knocking Curry out. But they knocked Curry out this year, 126-111. And the second round is set. Biggest surprise of this, I would say, is definitely the Raptors and the Nets making a second round playoff appearance. Doesn't seem right. Minnesota is up 3-0 on OKC. Spurs are 2-1 against Dallas. Detroit's 2-0 against the Knicks. And Brooklyn is 2-1 on the Toronto Raptors. If the Nets make the Eastern Conference Finals, I think 2K is just canceled at that point. We're going to game 6 in the 3-2 series between Dallas and San Antonio. But Ant just swept the Thunder, and then the Pistons just swept the Knicks. Brunson went for 46, and they still lost because Cade dropped 43. What's Cade averaging throughout these playoffs? 32.7 a game throughout these playoffs. He put up a 30-point per game season. Duren hooped. Ivy hooped. Sasser played good off the bench. I mean, everyone kind of played good on this team. And the Pistons got Drew Holiday. He got traded from Portland to Detroit over the offseason. That's a good pickup for them because he kind of fits that defensive mindset of the Pistons. I didn't even see he got traded. But here we go. Game 6. This is really the only good series of the second round. Mavs are up 3-2, so it looks like they're sending Wemby home. Damn, I was thinking Wemby's 7-6 now. He's a monk. Thought he was going to unlock some superpowers in the playoffs and maybe win a championship, but he falls short. De'Aaron Fox with 46. Wemby with 20 and 8. Kyrie, though, had 41, 80, 19. PJ Washington 20 and 7. And our first conference finals matchup is set. Now we are awaiting Toronto versus Brooklyn. Who is even starting for Brooklyn? Tyler Kolek, Cam Thomas, Michael Porter Jr., Noah Clowney, and Daron Sharp. This is not a second round series. I'm sorry. I feel like even Raptors and Nets fans know this is just not a realistic second round. And the Nets are up 7 with 50 seconds left. Tweet said Cam Thomas had 42, and they're advancing on to the Eastern Conference Finals. The tweet was right. Cam had 42, shot 30 shots. You know Cam Thomas is going to put that shit up every time. He's averaging 32 and a half throughout the playoffs. He put up basically a 30-point per game season this year. And yeah, conference finals are set. First 2 games, we got both 2-0s. Minnesota 2-0 on Dallas. Detroit 2-0 on Brooklyn. That's really no surprise. And we got 2-3-1, so nothing really too crazy going on. Minnesota 4-1s Dallas. I was not expecting that. Ant drops 50 in the Western Conference Finals closeout game. Ant must have seen Meg Thee Stallion courtside and just decided to turn up for 50. What did Kyrie do? Kyrie had 32, D'Angelo Russell 18, Clay 17, and then AD was 17 and 7. 3-2 Detroit Brooklyn though. Can Cade close out the Brooklyn Nets in the Eastern Conference Finals? It's a 20-point game right now. The Nets are up. We're gonna go to game 7. Cam Thomas had 38. Hey, no one had the Pacers last season too, and look what they did. They made the NBA Finals, so anything's possible. Cam Thomas is on that Tyrese Halliburton type of run right now, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want the Pistons to make the finals because they were my Eastern Conference Finals pick, so at least I'll try and get kind of one thing right. Pistons are up 7 with 1:05 left, so it looks like they are gonna bring this game home. All right, they do. It takes them 7 to beat the Nets, but that was an insane run from Cam Thomas. 35 from Cade in the closeout game. Cam Thomas had 35, Michael Porter 26. Just the rest of the Nets just really didn't do shit. Ant averaged 36.6 throughout the playoffs, and Cade averaged 37. 7-6, and our NBA finals are set. I'm not gonna lie, I could definitely see this being the NBA finals next year. Is it my number one choice? No, but I could definitely see it. T-Wolves take game 1, Pistons take game 2. K drops 31, 9 and 8 in the dub. Let's see who's going up 2-1. The T-Wolves go up 2-1, and let's start hopping in these simcasts. 2-1 lead in the finals, and it looks like it's about to be a 3-1 lead. T-Wolves just been blowing them out all game long, and it's a 3-1 lead. Randall drops 38 and 10, Ant 19 and 5, and the Pistons' life's on the line. Pistons are playing like their life is on the line. They are beating the shit out of the Minnesota Timberwolves 140-98. The tweet just said Cade went for a career high 54 from Cade, 17 to 26 from the floor, 7 to 12 from 3. Drops 54 in a finals game. That is insane. And now we're going to game 6 in Detroit. Can the Pistons force game 7 on the T-Wolves home floor? Not really looking like it. Yeah, no, they can't. Your 2025-2026 NBA champions, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Julius Randle wins finals MVP, putting up almost 30 a game throughout the finals. So Ant doesn't even get the finals MVP after winning MVP of the league. Can't pull off the hat trick of awards of the finals trophy, MVP trophy, and finals MVP. But I mean, he won a ring, so it really doesn't matter.